Hey guys, how you doing? Another video. It feels like forever since I've done a video, but it's just simply because of the fact I've been busy with work, family, all other stuff going on, and I haven't had a chance to really get to the bench. So I'm slowly getting back now to working on this project. I'm doing other bits and pieces. My mojo was completely gone simply for the fact that, I'd been working, doing real life work too much, and getting back to modelling was just not an option. But now I'm starting to squeeze in 10 minutes, 30 minutes here and there. And I thought I'd do, while I'm doing this, a video on the Studio Scale Sandcrawler. I can't remember if I have done a video on it before or not. I think I've done like an overview, but I've never actually shown the actual size of the thing, I don't think. And this is studio scale. This is the same size as the original Sandcrawler, built the same way, using the exact same styrene kit parts. I've spent a fortune amassing all the kits needed for it. I couldn't have done it without the help of Marvin and all the people on the group. This is a wooden structure designed by Marvin Steifelhagen at Industrial Light and Modelling. And you can still buy that wooden framed kit that this is built around, and it's, dead on, exact. It's laser cut MDF, and you can, bond it together nicely. It comes with instructions. Marvin's there to guide you through it. And then you have to skin it with styrene, and that's when the fun starts, when you can start adding all the panel work. Nothing scribed on this, it's all separate panels. You can start building up the kit parts and just having a blast with it and spending a fortune doing it. But yeah, so this is it, the Studio Scale Sandcrawler. I'll give you an overview of it and deep dive into different sections and how I've done it and reasons why and that sort of thing. But God, this has taken I think 4 years now. I've had children since the time I started this model. So yeah, let's take a closer look. So we'll start with the hero side. This was the side that you see in the film and most of the pictures. As I say, all these panels are separately hand cut from 0.75mm or 1mm. I can't remember what I used now, it's been so long ago. And they've all been separately placed on and cut into the right way. It's like a puzzle, trying to figure it all out. And then you go down further and you've got all the kit parts start arriving and the aluminium lights at the bottom. Yeah, it's just that you can get lost in this. And the amount of times I've pulled off the panels and put them back on again after super gluing them on. Not super glue, liquid cement, sorry. But they still bond so well, it's a nightmare to remove. But we got there in the end. Up the top you've got the ship deck and all the Panther G parts in there. I mean, the majority, I'd say 95% of this model has been used with original styrene kit parts from the original models that are now so hard to find. I mean, the Panther Gs, all this is Panther G under there, and all these little A's are all Panther G. And some people are charging £200 a kit for these Panther Gs, and you need 12 of them. So, yeah, it was a bit insane doing that, but not all of them were purchased at that price, but it was getting close to that. What else? Oh yeah, the C-Lab parts, they were resin, because I'm not going to start spending out thousands of pounds on C-Labs, unlike nutters like Chris Benware, that's got more money than sense. I'm joking, Chris. This was an interesting part. Let me go around. I'm having to walk around. It's so big, I'm going to have to walk around it. This part here was great fun, and there's still parts I need to add. Actually, there's like a slope that goes down here, and none of us knew what that was until I think it was Joe Jimenez that found it. So I just sort of did the best I could with styrene and sort of created that slant. But it turns out it's actually a tank hull there, so that's what I should have used. But there's no way I'm ripping all this out and putting the original part in. I'm just, you know, I mean, I know the Scott at SMA back in the day used to say the goal is completion, not perfection. Now I've kind of gone backwards on that and trying to just get the most accurate model I can do. But when you're in a situation like this where you're ripping it all apart just to get that slope correct and it looks right as it is, I'm going to leave it as it is. What else have we got? This is a great part on top. I love the design that ILM did here. It just looks so cool. I think there's still a part of the back there I need to add. What else? Oh yeah, on the back here, this is the piece de resistance, the lovely bit at the back. And yep, it has cool shade, just like the TIE Fighter wings. That's original cool shade in there. And just showing underneath the Panther hulls there. And I still need to add, there's two like triangle parts, I think they're from a small tank that I've got to add in there. These were a mystery for so long. Those I think we originally thought they were traction parts to like a train kit, but it turns out from a car, so that's, you know, that was nice to find them in the end. I think I've still got to add a few little bits on the back there. These are Tyrrell wheels that I just put in just as a placeholder, because you don't actually see them, because these parts go in and pop on top. They're probably not right, but, well, they are right, but they're not in the right position, I mean. And there you go. That's when that changed in the special edition. There was a Kawasaki wheel, I think, put on there because one of these got lost when they tried to redo the special editions. And there was a few other kit parts added in the special edition, but I'm sticking to the original build and how it looked. We got those big old engines in the back. Again, every single part on here is original styrene kit parts. And it's gorgeous at the back. Love it. Sorry, I've just moved that whole bag of Sandcrawler donors. There you go. There's a Porsche part at the back, so you know the Sandcrawler looks gritty and big and bulky, but it's actually riding with a Porsche engine. More panel work on the back. Had the G inside there. Now this is where I'm at the moment. I never did the walkway. So look, we've got an ATST in the background. This has been a head scratcher for literally 3 years or 4 years. I've got to a point now where Chris Benoit, who's also building it, and Michael James and a few other people in the Sandcrawler group have caught up now, and it's great because initially it was just me and Marvin doing it, and Marvin sort of stopped halfway through, and I was like, shit, Marvin stopped, I can't copy him anymore, I'm gonna have to be a big boy and do it myself. And now Chris has jumped in and started doing the walkway, and that's been so helpful having him chatting. And Jason Zenga, I couldn't have done this model without Jason Zenga. He's been the man. And this should just pop in here like this, and it's been awesome working with these guys because you can bounce ideas off each other. Marvin's been on the chat and helping us through it and giving his expertise. Sorry, that wasn't on the camera there. And there we go. I mean, that should move over a little. There we go. And you've got the walkway now. So the idea there, I don't think I'm going to bond that in. I think I'm literally going to leave it like that because I can paint the whole thing. Get out. I can paint the whole thing now. And this is like grey, yellow with a silver sort of tone. It's got silver bits on it. And I can paint that afterwards. And it has got some sort of brown overspray on it, but I can do that myself afterwards. And if I just paint the whole thing and then add that later, that'd be easier. I'll just show you the other side, because the other side is the non-hero side, and that is the side that I've just done my own thing on. Sorry, I'm leaving stuff out of the way while I'm doing this. This is the non-hero side. So on the original model, it had all this. So this that's the same as the original model, and the top section here is the same, but all this is my own work, and this whole section here is my own work. And I just stayed with the original parts. I didn't want to start putting like Empire kits on or Return of the Jedi kits on, because obviously ILM wouldn't have had them, because some of them got produced after like 1980, etc. So I stuck with the era specific model kit parts. Again, nothing's resin, it's all original parts. Panther G and Aurora and all that sort of thing. But the idea was to do my own panel work. I did like a pyramid sort of shape there. But the neat thing is I try and add I've got 4 children, and I try and add their names in my models if I can. So if I did like an alien bust, I put one of my friends, my son's name in the veins of the of the alien bust. I try and hide their names sort of in the models. This one has got my son Felix, and his name is in the panel work there, Felix. Just a fun little thing I try and do. And yeah, that's the non-hero side. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to flip it on its side so I can show you how I'm going to try and tackle the cockpit, because inside the cockpit there is parts, but you can't see them in this. But I'll flip it on its side and then you'll see. Before I flip it on its side, I'm just going to show you the scratch-built sort of droid cleaning washing machine grinder sort of thing. And that literally just slides in like that. And there you have, not a walkway detail, but my own fun sort of thing that I put in there just to do something different. I was going to make this like the Sandcrawler, this side, like the Sandcrawler scene in Mandalorian, with all like tarps hanging off, and I still may do that, but we'll see. So this is all the cockpit parts. I know I've got to try and fit them all the way inside there, which is going to be a nightmare because this truck cab needs to be cut down, and it's just not gonna happen. I'm not gonna fit this inside there. So I'm gonna have to, I've put a little line there where I'm gonna have to try and get in there somehow and cut that wooden frame out, because I was too eager, like I usually am, and get excited. And I tried to build the whole thing. And then once it was built, I thought I could get it in, but no. So I'm gonna have to cut that out and try and like build all this cockpit inside there. But you know, that's fine. And then after that, it becomes so close to painting. So close. I've just got to get the wheels all done, the Shermans all done, and the boxes that go underneath at the back and inside the wheels and that sort of thing. But that's where I am at the moment with the Studio Scale Sandcrawler.